third largest startup ecosystem in the world, next only to US and China in terms of numbers. And if you take the tech entrepreneurship alone, we are again the third, next only to US and UK. There are about 50,000 startups and about 9,000 of them are tech startups. There is a 12 to 15% annual growth in terms of startups. That means almost 2 to 3 startups are being born every day. Coming to WhaleTech TBI, WhaleTech TBI is supported by the National Science and Tech Entrepreneurship Development Board under the DST, Department of Science and Technology. We have about 150 plus startups registered with us so far. About 10 startups have been funded under Nidhi Center of Excellence, close to about 2 crores. About 11 startups have been given the grant to the tune of 1.1 crore under the Nidhi Prayas. And we also have recently been assigned the MeitY fund. So we also support the Tamil Nadu government sponsored EDA Innovation Voucher Program. We also support and SIDBI and FICCI sponsored joint funding programs, etc. Apart from various other partner programs we bring to the table. EduTech, e-waste, plastic recycling, 3D printing, biotech, e-commerce, augmented reality, virtual reality, manufacturing, UAVs, artificial center of excellence. We have startups who are working across all of these spheres. We have fantastic labs. One of the best next to IIT Madras. We are the second biggest next to IIT Madras. WhaleTech has won the Best Incubator Award in the Entrepreneurial Summit held at Anna University during 2018. Our startups also have won very good recognition, participating in various global and domestic competitions and challenges. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to go into the details. There is a very vibrant ecosystem coming along. So coming to this particular event, how many of you know black swan? Black swans are not to be seen. They are very unpredictable, very rare occurrence. So if you see the metaphor, black swan stands for unpredictable events which cause huge change. The important thing, the third dimension of black swan is inappropriately rationalized. In hindsight, if you look at it, the black swan events have been construed to be very big. But it may not have that much of a negative impact per se. So that is the key message we want to give. Entrepreneurship, definitely, particularly not for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are about spotting opportunities in everything and everywhere. Today we are going to see that coming from Dr.L.N.R. On the one side, we have been hearing a lot of if you take US, 40 million people filing job loss claims when compared to 3 million 3 months ago. And we also heard about a whole lot of problems with the migrant labor and other aspects. On the other side, if you see, we have Reliance and Reliance Jio getting a lot of investor interest. One after the other, almost every alternate day, somebody is signing up $1 billion check to Jio. How is this possible? See, the important thing is if you create something compelling and scalable with the tech as the core, there are investors scouting for you. The other element which comes out of this is the patience element. Reliance over the last 3-4 years have been rolling out the fiber, and they were in debt of more than 2 lakh crore, but now everything seems to be falling into place. Already they have roped in more than 1.5 lakh crore into the kitty. So, coming to today's speaker, he has built something of great value, just like Reliance, but not of the same magnitude, but something very, very interesting. And over the years, he has scaled it beautifully, cover more than 12 states in India, Yes, I am talking about the Indian Oil Corporation selecting Kriti Labs to be the pan-India partner to roll out their digital locking and asset management system, all the trucks, the Indian Oil trucks. Um, so I will talk about a little bit more about Kriti Labs as we move along. Coming to our speaker, Dr.L.N. Rajaram is a doyen from the IT and process industry. He has come a long way. He was born in Tamil Nadu, but grew up in Mumbai and was educated at prestigious institutions like St. Xavier's High School as well as St. Xavier's College, and then went on to study electronics and electrical communication at IIT Kharagpur. He passed out of IIT in 1973 and joined the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. So his experiences have come a full circle. Later, after TFR, he moved on to the government in New Delhi, where he had the opportunity to lead a team involved in leading edge technology for providing defense solution to the Indian Navy. Incidentally, Spin Chennai, which is a well-known knowledge ecosystem, which is almost 3,000 strong with various corporate members, with affiliation to Carnegie Mellon, Software Engineering Institute, ISACA, the global body, affiliation to various international gurus, etc. Dr. L.N.R. is the core founding member of Spin Chennai, and he continues to mentor it over 2 decades to where it is today. He is involved in multiple CSR activities, including the one at LocalX, a company aimed at helping rural communities. This is the vision of survival of a hopelessly marginalized people whose traditional lifestyles within self-sufficient local economies have been assaulted for centuries. If you see his blog, you will come to know is the work being carried out by his NGO. So about Kriti Labs, so I would like to play a small deck. So when I asked him about Dr. L.N.R., Chandra, can you enable screen sharing, please?
Chandra? Yes, sir, I'm doing. Yeah. Can you do it now?
One. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is visible. Yes, sir.
So to look at Kriti Labs, their philosophy is that we are in every human endeavor that is disadvantaged by either geography or process complexity. You will come to see, he will be elaborating on this. The key message from his philosophy is that simplicity, simplifying everything. That is his motto. You will see that in his products and services. About Kriti Labs, it's a advanced locking solutions IoT platform for remote asset management. So to take any enterprise, security, process, compliance, and productivity. These are very, very key elements. And Kriti Labs platforms and products and solutions are aimed at, addressing all these 4 areas. If you take the end-to-end solutions, there are custom-built devices, implementation designs, cloud-based software behind it with hosting, integration. It is very easily integratable with the ERP systems. They have 24/7 command centers and flexible support models, multilingual capabilities. So these are some of the features what they have built. In terms of the areas what their products and services focus on, the people side, they focus on attendance management, access control, activity support and activity tracking. In terms of products and services, life cycle and inventory management, secure transportation and storage systems, things like that. In terms of fixed assets, infra and facilities, asset maintenance, asset control, utilities management, these are all some of the focus areas. So they have 24/7 customer and technical support across 13 states. The assets under management, 40 billion. And they do about 750,000 device updates per day. and they have 6 patents across geographies. They have support and service locations around 75 cities in India, slowly expanding abroad as well. Current domains and applications: oil and gas, dairy, NBFC, minerals and chemicals, jewelry. Their products and services are kind of applicable across a variety of domains and applications. Certifications, various certifications, European standards, ATEX directive. We have petroleum and explosive safety, PISO approval, ingress rating, ISO 9001, 27001. All of the certifications what are needed for critical operations are available with them. In terms of awards and recognition, this is phenomenal. Safe Track from Kriti Labs has been recognized one of the best apps for safety. NASCOM, Intel, Silicon India, TI Chennai awarded them Startup of the Year, 2019, TiCon 2019. They won the award. Silicon India Top 50 across India. NASCOM Rising Star, and then Emerge 50 Awards, Best IoT Company in India. I think we can go on and on. Very interesting achievements in a very short time. So at this point, I would not like to take any more time. So during his presentation, I would like to say a few things. Use the chat facility to ask any questions. Have your video and audio in mute so that the whole session goes uninterrupted. And towards the end, I will moderate the question answer session. And he will also announce, he has something to announce towards the end. So with this, I would like to invite Mr. L.N.R., Dr. L.N.R. to take over. Thank you very much, sir, once again, for being part of this session.
Thank you, and good morning to everyone for having come at a time when you might have been busy with your own occupations in your offices. I know we are all, though working from home, we are more busy now talking on conferences and conference meetings and talking to customers during this kind of situation that we are in. So thank you again for joining. So I have some very important things to say, and so just straight from my heart that I'm going to talk today. It's not a part of any major, either for a company perspective, something that I want to talk about the company or in any other way of trying to pitch ourselves to this audience. I'm going to tell you more about the opportunities, as the title says, entrepreneurship opportunities arising due to COVID-19. So these three keywords of entrepreneurship, opportunities, and COVID-19. So I'll take them in the reverse order, and I will show how they are all connected, and towards the end, how these opportunities due to COVID-19 is so much relevant to entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs doing something about it. So these are very different and difficult times, and so it is basically entrepreneurs have to do something or perish. So that is the message I'm going to give you at the end of this session. Of course, I don't think there would be anyone in India who would not be impacted by this COVID situation. At least people, almost everyone, I mean, the entire population, one way or the other, have got impacted. So, so the general discussions so far has always been, first it started with how to contain it, and now we are talking about how to live with it with the least disruption in our daily lives and livelihoods. So this is what is the general narrative that is ongoing in the national debates all over. If you see that we started with a strong lockdown narrative, which said that once we are very strongly enforce all these restrictions, things will go away and we will come out of this in a much better situation. And then that turned into a very horrible migration narrative, which our painful it is for us to watch and see that we couldn't do anything much about it. We had lost control by then, and that narrative kept going for a long time and kept troubling us. And it is still, I'm told, more than half of the migrant laborers are still halfway towards their homes. And then slowly there is a more stronger narrative of reviving the economy and how to see to it that we get back on track. And the last narrative now, if you see more often than not, what is being told is that it's going to take a long time. We have to now learn to live with this virus. So the conclusion is that the COVID situation is not going to go away very soon. We may sort of relax the various restrictions. We may slowly, as we come to terms with it, live under various disciplines that we like to adopt to protect ourselves. But there's no going back to the previous kind of total lockdown. We just can't afford that anymore. So, but one thing is very clear: no matter what happens now, we are now into a new type of new norm, which will dictate our lifestyle and our work style. Definitely, things are going to be different in 2020 and onwards compared to the way we lived and the way we worked before this. So now, this is the context in which we should be talking about the title. So basically, when things are going to change drastically, there is a lot of apprehension amongst a lot of people who prefer the comfort of status quo. At the same time, there is a lot of hope and hope for opportunities on the part of entrepreneurs to see that there are new opportunities, new ways of life, new ways or new needs of the society are going to throw up new opportunities for the entrepreneurs to take advantage of. So, if you look at the COVID situation, keeping social distance seems to be the accepted norm now. No matter what happens, we are going to keep social distance. We are not going to go out there and embrace people on the road or shake hands with them for a long time to come. So what does that mean? And we also mean that we are going to change the way many things we do. We are going to see more and more of work from home, more and more of doing everything from home, whether it is shopping online or home entertainment, or at the most getting into sports which are non-contact sports. And we are looking at various other things which will totally ensure that we don't have to come in contact with anything that we don't know, whose history we don't know, and anybody about whom we don't know anything. So this is a new norm. This is how our lifestyle is going to be. And what things that we do now would not be taken as, as rude compared to what we would have been. Not shaking hands with somebody about 4 months back would have been considered very rude. And now everybody understands that. So in that sense, most of our habits and lifestyles and outlook towards each other is all going to change completely. Even if you look at the hospitals, and this is one single most point of concentrated focus that we have uh, due to this COVID situation. Every now and then we are estimating or speculating whether our hospital healthcare infrastructure is good enough to handle the rising numbers. Do we have enough beds? Do we have enough ventilators? Do we have enough protective equipment, and so on? So this is another narrative that is going on, and in that background, a lot of companies jumped into making ventilators, and other and smaller companies went into masks, and textile companies went into making the protective suits and so on. So they saw that opportunity and they went into it. We also developed a ventilator, and we are now still improving upon it. We're talking to various hospitals to get finer aspects of actually getting it to be used by patients. We are in that stage where hopefully we will do something soon.
Sir,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Raj, I'm here.
Yeah, tell me.
Looks like Chandra got a small message from Zoom
Okay.
that another 5 minutes
Oh,
we'll be using. What
okay.
we'll do is we'll take a 5-minute break
Okay.
and then relaunch in the same link.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So 11:35, shall we come back?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Sure.
So, sorry, folks, for this
No problem.
disruption. We'll rejoin after 5 minutes.
Okay.